Good morning and welcome back to Universal Studios Hollywood. We're here early today. We're here for Grand Rope Drop opening, whatever you want to call it. And this is why. We have Horror Nights merch, finally. Minion monsters have been set up. That display has been set up. We have a lot of little boo stuff. We'll take a look at all of this merch once we're out. The store isn't open yet. Same with the Universal Studios store, so we're forced to kind of go inside of the park and look at all the merchandise in there. Not exactly sure what's been going on with the crowds recently. It's just been so busy, even on the weekdays, but the park closes at 7 every single day. And here you go, Halloween Horror Nights 2024. The full lineup is here. We have everything from Ghostbusters to the Weekend Nightmare trilogy. It's gonna be a great year and I'm so excited for a lot of these haunted houses. All right, so it seems like they haven't finalized all of the merchandise here. Maybe there's more inside of the park. We'll take a look. We don't have a lot of new stuff in this front centerpiece. You can see that we have some returning masks. This is from the weekend, but they're repurposing it for the Chainsaw Punks aesthetic. That's kind of like the whole theme this year, very like punk. But we have, I don't know what they were thinking here. We have barbecue flavored corn nuggets with Horror Nights branding on it. Lots of masks set up in this little display here. Some interesting, I don't know if these are, no, they're not luchador masks. They look like luchador masks for a second. We have some out in Orlando. Usually these just reflect onto some of our haunted houses or scare zones, but it doesn't seem like these would be used for this year's scare zones or haunted house. I mean, they've used this in the weekend in the past, but I don't think this is going to be used for the weekend. All right, so here is our Horror Nights 2024 jacket. And I like it a little bit better than last year's. Last year's was just way too much. But we have the arches over here with Sinister and... Ooh, I forget the other one. Sinister and Surreal. These are two Orlando icons, but they're supposed to be here in Hollywood as well because that's why the arches look like this. So we'll see if we get either of them walking around in the park. That'd be cool. I mean, obviously, the arches were advertised to look like this, and this is a direct reference to Sinister and the other one. But $60 for the jacket. We have Keyface from Insidious. We have one of the monsters from Quiet Place. I think that's Dracula's daughter at the bottom. No prices on these lollipops over here, but it's a berries and cream flavored lollipop. We have this new tank top over here, which is really cool. $33 for this one. We have that same key art on these t-shirts over here. No price, yeah, there is a price tag, $33. Seems like the t-shirts have gone up in value. They used to be, or not value, but price. It used to be $28 for all the t-shirts, now it's $33. We still have that same key art behind the sweater, $60 for this one, by the way. And we have Sinister and Surreal displayed in the front. We have a beanie over here for $30 with a punk aesthetic. There's like nose rings on the side of this one. We have this Insidious The Further t-shirt for $33. And then we have this Blumhouse Terror Tram design over here. This is exclusive to us in Hollywood because Orlando obviously doesn't have the Terror Tram. It's really cool. And then here is our little glass cup over here for our Blumhouse Terror Tram. I totally forgot that Orlando is getting a scare zone opposed to a tram or a haunted house. That is really cool. I like the design. We have the grabber on it as well. $12, not bad. Of course, since it's spooky season again, we have our Chucky tubs. No Studio Screamers merch quite yet, but this is really interesting. They set up Dia de los Muertos candy and t-shirts that glow in the dark. Look at that with the universal arch on it. This is also $33. We also have a tank top over here for $37. Also some bottle openers if you want to get your Modelo on during the event. $35 for this little purse. And we have these little Dia de los Muertos backpacks, and these are $60. I have a really cool display up here. I didn't even notice this. I also didn't notice the Ghostbusters merch over here, so we'll take a look at that right now. $60 for our Frozen Empire jacket over here. The art's right behind the jacket, looks like this. $33 for the t-shirts, and then we have a poster over here for $18. So the key art on this poster is different than what we've seen displayed on the Horror Nights website. We have two new monsters over here. I haven't seen Frozen Empire yet, so I'm not really educated on who these two monsters are here. But we have this like crazy horned creature, and then we have like some like mega slimer. I'm gonna take a guess. I love the graphics on the lanyard this year for Ghostbusters. These are usually like $15 to $17. There's no price listed on it, but I'm gonna take a guess. It's probably around that. And we have this little keychain attached to it. Here's that back side of the jacket. And then over here, we have some Ghostbusters socks. I wonder how much these are. It says $22. And $20 for this mug over here. Again, love the design. I really hope it's a good turnout. Oh my goodness, I love this tumbler over here. It has like 3D art coming out of it. That's really cool. $26. Or wait, $29. Gotta do this with every candle we find. But we have a Ghostbusters Frozen Empire candle. $23 for this one. I feel like we've had this in the past. It smells like crackers. Yeah, if you think about animal crackers, that's what these candles smell like. And I think that's all the Horror Nights merch we have as of today. I'm sure they'll add more leading up to the event. It's kind of strange how late they're bringing Horror Nights merch and how late we're receiving announcements. We're, a little over a week away from the event beginning, and they still haven't announced food, merchandise, drinks, the bars, the show in DreamWorks Theater. There's a lot missing right now. I hope, at the very least, maybe this is too much to ask for since we're so close to the event, but hopefully we receive some like projection effects to show off both Sinister and Surreal projected onto the arch. It would kind of be odd if they don't do so. Yeah, it's just crazy busy today. They've extended the archway and the entrance is all the way over here. Lines are a little bit shorter on this half, but they're still moving very, very slow. I think that was the longest it's ever taken me to walk into the park, with the shortest lines on the far left side. But regardless, we made it in. You can see it's just super busy today. What's really interesting is they're still selling the 60th anniversary dining pass over here, which is weird. They weren't offering this for like the first week the event ended, but now they're offering it again. It's almost like the 60th anniversary didn't end. It makes sense. They're still playing all the 60th footage on the tram. They still have like all the merchandise. Speaking of which, no new Horror Nights merchandise over here in the Universal store. Maybe we'll see some tomorrow. I'll be back to check that out. Outside of that, we're still stuck with our tiny display over here. They're really cutting it close with basically everything they're doing this year for Horror Nights. Just nothing going on over here at the Chucky Bar. Nothing new, at least. It doesn't really take them that long to set up tables and chairs. I guess lighting as well, they can all do that within a matter of hours. But POS systems take maybe a day or two to install, so they'll probably have that set up soon. They started adding some tables and chairs over here in Plaza de los Muertos. Nothing new outside of that. And then the Skull Lords display is still right in front of us. Nothing blocking it now though, so we have a pretty nice view onto it. How do you guys like that prop? Since this area is technically a kitchen, they set up some non-slip pads. Above will be the grill and some of the other restaurant-like amenities for the workers. Activity resumes on the Fast and Furious roller coaster. I noticed the track has been covered up over here. I wonder why. You can see that station is finally taking shape. I think this is where we'll be boarding. Here's what French Street is looking like right now. Very empty. There's like hardly anyone here in this side of the park. But I feel like they're missing something in this scare zone. I feel like they should bring back those taller skeletons they had last year. Usually when they have scare zones like this, they bring things out towards the middle of the scare zone so that way it feels a little more full. Oh, our first hot fog machine of the year. Oh, smack. This is not that big of a deal, but it is for me. That's cool. Haven't seen a fog machine in a long time. We have another one that's been set up right over here on the left of this projection box. Yeah. Oh, and another one over there as well. It's really nice to see. It seems like the trend is they work Monday through Friday. And today's only Monday morning, so we're gonna see a lot of updates in the next few days for the Fast and Furious coaster. Less people working on this main station today, and we have a lot more working on the bottom half of the project. I'll take a look at that in just a moment. I wanted to highlight these construction workers above the structure installing those trusses. We have some more construction workers on the bottom half of the project working on these coaster footers. And it seems like eventually we'll have some supports, maybe by the end of this week or next week, installed above these coaster footers. Lots of excavating machines. And it seems like they've already flattened out this side of the mountain. Since they just started on this side of the project, it's gonna be a lot slower than this half. So our progress isn't gonna be very visible in every video. They still have excavating machines working on that as we speak. And they're not even done with this side either, excavating wise. Like we're seeing these machines over here hard at work. So it's gonna take a long time. And that 2026 time frame makes a lot of sense to me now, because this is more advanced than just a regular roller coaster. First, we're receiving such huge pieces of track, and this coaster is just so intense that we're gonna have such crazy elements. So I think that adds a good 8 months to the project itself. And then on top of it, this coaster is going to have a tilting or a rotating feature to it. So during high scream moments, the coaster will rotate in an opposite direction, facing opposite to the residential and studio area and more towards the park, so that way sound doesn't leak out of the theme park. And I feel like that alone will take a lot of testing, a lot of calibrating to perfect. And I'm sure there will still be problems with it. So that's why I feel like the 2026 timeframe makes sense. And not to mention, they still have to theme, they still have to work on onboard audio, they still have to work on the pre-shows. I'm sure there will be some sort of ride media that plays throughout the queue. They still have to do all of that, and that takes time. So 2026 makes a lot of sense to me. Here's another angle above the load station. We also have some new coaster supports over here, right? This is new. Yeah, it looks like the track is going to invert above the escalators. It's gonna be wild, but yeah, some big pieces of support here. They're working on that little wall over there. I'm not sure what this wall will be specifically. It could be theming, it could be used as soundproofing eventually, but they're still hard at work at that wall. Yeah, these are definitely new supports over here. This is wild. Over here in the center of the Starway, we have our classic Horror Nights photo op. that's been set up once again. Get a closer look in a second. You can see that they've switched out Never Go Alone to Where Horror Lives for this year's event. Yeah, looks good. Oh, and the director is still Harold Kapowitz, which is also Hollywood Harry. Could kind of get a glimpse into the truck over here. Looks like they've added some detail. Once we go down the escalator, we'll take a closer look at that. By the way, we have some concept art for Dead Exposure, and I talked a lot about that concept art 2 videos ago. You'll see the thumbnail. It has a zombie with like green ooze all over it. I can't tell what's going on inside of it. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but it looks like just some rubble and some barrels, maybe some drums inside. Yeah. Actually, I'm seeing an LED light in there. Maybe some rubble as well. So it seems like they're basically done setting up Leatherface's BBQ. Very similar to the first year we had it. They already set up the speakers. They announce your name over the microphone when your order is ready. But the one thing we're missing is that awesome vintage Coca-Cola icebox that was like located around this side. The facade continues to the right side over here, and we have a second logo for Leatherface's BBQ. They were refurbishing Panda Express earlier this year, and I feel like I never got to see what the inside looked like. And here it is. It looks like it's, oh wow, okay, very different than your traditional Panda Express. So you order up here, it doesn't seem like you can customize your plates anymore. There's just set plates. There's 5 different plates you can order, and they range, oh, they're like all $16.49 each. So just a little more expensive than a traditional Panda Express plate. And then a la carte entree items are $9.99. Fried rice or chow mein is $6.49. And then they also have food and drink mobile pickup on the right side. I think this is a nicer setup, and it makes the queue go way faster since they have set plates that you can't customize. Well, on my plates, I usually get double orange chicken. I'm sure you'll be able to do that. Just made it to Production Central. Gonna check to see if they have any new Horror Nights merch here at all. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've brought in any of the new merch into the park at all. This is all we got. I guess here's one update I haven't shown in any of my videos, for 2024 at least. They have some lighting rigs over here, and then we have some little spotlights set up there, and those will most likely display the Weeknd's logo to the left of Transformers. They do this for Stranger Things, they've done it for the Weeknd in the past, so that's really cool that they're doing it again. Oh smack, I just noticed this, but they set up this awesome display at Mummy Eats. They've done this before with Legends Collide, but this is really cool. This is really, really cool. I don't know how I just walked past this. I also like what they did to Eats. It's really cool. Okay, we have some even more Halloween Horror Nights merchandise that's shown up on property, so I'm gonna head straight there. It's all the way in CityWalk. All right, while we're walking to CityWalk, I just want to give a huge shout out to our members. You guys are awesome. You guys help me keep going, and it means a lot to me that you guys support the channel. And I always want to give back to you guys. So every month we're doing a giveaway. We just gave away our last item from August's monthly giveaway. Sam Cortez was the winner of that giveaway. I'm doing a pretty big giveaway in September, and I'll have more details about that soon. But for more information about how to become a member and the perks, you get like holiday cards every Halloween and Christmas. What else am I sending out? You have monthly giveaways, of course, and then exclusive pictures and videos. I'm working on all of that right now. But the best part of it is it's only 99 cents a month. So yeah, literally less than like a bottle of water. Okay, here's our Horror Nights display in CityWalk. Usually we get a lot of Lil Boo stuff here. It looks like they brought back the little Boo, like plants? They're fake plants. $27, but they're a lot bigger than the first iteration of them. They have little Horror Nights notebooks or journals for $25. This is what the inside looks like. They brought back, ooh, is that Lil Boo? Yeah, it looks like him. For $30. They had this last year as well. I think it was the same price. This is definitely an Orlando piece because of the Sweet Licks reference, but $75 for this bag over here, which is really cool. Love it. Little kid's t-shirt for $25. The adult version for $33. Lots of awesome tumblers. I don't know if they come with the straws. The straws are missing. I might actually get this today. This is really cool. $40. And then they have this little countdown to Halloween calendar over here with Lil Boo. And it's nice because it's not an actual, like, well, it's not an advent calendar, so it's not going to have, like, the dates and stuff. But this is cool because you could reuse it every year. A Lil Boo magnet to stick on each day. Ooh, really cool cap over here. Oh, that's awesome. And it says Lil Boo on it. And then let's see the price on that. $32. It's a pretty high quality hat though. Very excited about this throw towel over here. It's very flimsy though. $60 for this one, by the way. And then we have Lil Boo purses for $35. They brought back the Lil Boo sippers, this time for $10, $18. And these have green eyes. Last year, or 2 years ago, they were brown. We have a tank top over here with Lil Boo in the middle for $33. We have like a little polyester poster. I'm not sure what's going on here, to be honest. It doesn't say what it is, but it's $30, and I guess you have these three packed inside. It says Halloween Horror Nights on the packaging. And finally, Horror Nights tote bags, $4 for this one. Not bad at all. And some Horror Nights socks. All of the Minion monsters were so popular the first year they brought them around. A lot of this merchandise sold out almost instantaneously. So we have this sweater over here for $65, a $10 difference from the first time they offered it. It used to be $55. In the back, you have this awesome display with all the Minion monsters. And then they have a kid's version in gray. $28 for a Frankenbob beanie. And then they have a Frankenbob mug over here for $16 with this t-shirt on the bottom. I feel like this is offered year-round, but I don't think it is. $30 for this one. And then another $25 for this lime-colored Minion Bob, or Bobenstein. Oh my gosh. I'm not having it today. Frankenbob t-shirt. Look at the side. Got the little teddy bear. We have the teddy bear here as well. This is $25. $20. This is $25. Welcome to the Horror Nights Tribute Store for 2024. Let's take a look at what they have in here. You know, I'm just gonna ignore everything and go straight to the back. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it's sold out now, but they have the Slash vinyl.
They're saying they have more in the park, but they're not out yet.
Oh, they're not in the park yet.
Did you say they had signed in the park? Vinyl?
Let's see the back of it. Let's see what songs are offered. Okay. It doesn't look like we have any of the new songs offered on this. Dang. Well, there you go.
I don't even know how much it is.
Probably like 60. Yeah, 60. Makes sense. Okay, there's a lot more merch in here than I thought. So let's check it all out. So we finally have Scare Zone merchandise. Over here they made a t-shirt for the Murder of Crows. And we can see the silhouettes of some of the crows that are going to be featured during the event. We could see like Edgar Allan Crow in the front. And then we have, I think that might be Grandpa Crow. I think that's Daddy Crow over there. Or Queen Crow. That might be Queen Crow. That's Edgar. That's... I don't know. That's really cool. This is $33. And they have a past member pin for Murder of Crows over here as well. And also a hat for $30. That's really cool. The pins are $12. I was not expecting them to do this. Look at that. $12. So much more merch over here. We have an Eternal Bloodlines t-shirt. This is actually a tank top for $37. We have a tote bag for Insidious the Further, which I might pick up today, to be honest. Today's gonna hurt my wallet. And it's a lot higher in quality. This is a very nice tote bag. This one's $30. We have an Insidious the Further hat over here for $30. And then a little like wallet, maybe crossbody. Let's see, $35 for this. It's just like a little hand purse. And then over here, we have this awesome. What is this? Like sign? $35 for Insidious the Further. This looks really cool. I'm so excited for the haunted house. A little cup as well. So awesome. $12 for this one. Look at these Lil Boo sweatpants over here. This was very unexpected. $50 for these sweatpants. We have our Studio Screamers merch over here. We have little pins. Oh my gosh, David has pumpkins. What is he doing on this? And I think this might be an icon from Orlando. Yeah, a few of these are icons from Orlando. But we have a Hollywood icon on the bottom left. I hope so, at least. I think that's Edgar Allan Poe. We have Megan in the middle. $37 for this sweatshirt for Studio Screamers. It's actually super cool. They have a lot of Ghostbusters stuff here, but none themed to Frozen Empire, which is nice. I mean, I like the OG Ghostbusters. They have a really cool purple shirt over here. $37. $12 for this keychain. This one does have some Frozen Empire stuff on it. You can see like right above the Ecto-1 machine. They have that new monster, and same with the top right. It's pretty cool. I have this little headband with all the mini Stay Puffed marshmallows. $22 for this. I have this awesome button up that Jaden is gonna get. You gonna wear this to Orlando?
Oh yeah, open
Yeah. $75 though. This is really cool. I gotta get one so we can match. Okay, so this is where you can find that Purge jacket. In the studio store, it was a sweater, but over here, it's a zip-up jacket, which is nice. And then they also have a poster for $18. The jacket's $60. They have a sew-on patch, which is really cool. This is $15. And then a snapback hat for the Terror Tram. And this one's actually pretty cool. It's $30. Here's a closer look at that design. It's kind of weird that they didn't put any of the Blumhouse characters, which honestly I'm fine with. It's kind of cool that we just have like a Terror Tram hat. They have a Purge t-shirt over here. I thought they would have added Dangerous Waters on the bottom. They didn't. $33 for this one. At least it says Horror Nights on the side. This is the Dangerous Waters t-shirt you need to get. It's on Etsy. $25 for this t-shirt. And they have this sour apple like candy over here. No price on this, dang. And then they have a marshmallow, like, what is this? It's like a chocolate bar, but with marshmallow around it. And then $50 for these kid-sized Ghostbuster hoodies. Oh, I like the design in the back. Oh. They have a Quiet Place scented candle over here. It smells like a grandma's house, to be honest. And then they have, I didn't expect this, but they have a Quiet Place keychain and a t-shirt. These are $15. And then the t-shirt, I'm assuming, are like $35. Oh, wow, $35. I thought they were going to be $33. Interesting. Oh, but this is cool. It's kind of like 3D. You can feel the teeth. And in the back, it says, if they hear you, they will hunt you. And then some tumblers for A Quiet Place. These are $20. I really like the Ghostbuster reversible bucket hats here. These are $34. Here's the back. Very unexpected from Bubba Gump, but they have some cool hoodies over here. $48 for this one. says "Run Forest Run." You could see Tom Hanks running through a haunted forest. It's actually so funny. Here's the front of it. And then they also have this t-shirt over here. Stupid is as stupid does. This one is $26. They're very competitive with the Horror Nights pricing. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And we'll be back basically every day this week for continuous updates at the park. I'm JP, and how they see the movies. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one.